Thank you very much, sister. Our next inductee will be in the sport of softball. She was in the class of 1996, and that would be Amanda Kunic. One of the finest softball pitchers in Mooney's history. Amanda Kunic could bring it at any time. During her 4 years, her career at Cardinal Mooney, she set 12 school records. This is really impressive, including total strikeouts, strikeouts in a season, strikeouts in a game, career wins, that would be season wins, career ERA, season ERA, career shutouts, and season shutouts. Very, very impressive. Amanda threw 3 no-hitters and 3 one-hitters. She was no slouch at the plate either. She batted .488 as a junior and .365 as a senior. Amanda earned second team All-Steel Valley as a sophomore, first team All-Steel Valley as a junior, and also as a senior, leading the Cardinals to a Steel Valley title in her last 2 years. She once pitched 30 consecutive scoreless innings and was the YTV Student Athlete of the Week. Amanda graduated from John Carroll University and is a practicing paralegal. She is married to David Kernan, who is a college baseball umpire in his spare time. They have 2 daughters, and they also have great arms, just like their moms. The Kernans reside in Pittsburgh. Let's all welcome Amanda Kernan.
Good evening. Reviewing the scrapbook my mom put together of my softball career at Mooney under Coach Reinhardt brought back a lot of great memories. I still remember the first day of practice when I was a freshman like it was yesterday. Coach needed pitchers, so I thought, why not? I grew up playing slow pitch and even baseball with the boys before they had a girls team where we lived. So how hard could fast pitch be? And pitching, no less. Well, it was harder than I thought, but as with all sports, what do we do if we want to succeed? Practice, practice, practice. I'm so lucky to have parents who were so giving with their time. They carted me and my brother, who played baseball and soccer, all over the place for practice and came to all of our games, even when they were in opposite ends of town. I think they were actually parents who were happy when we got our driver's licenses. It was such a nice feeling to look over and see my mom always in the stands and my dad in his sport clothes after coming right from work. My mom was my biggest cheerleader and knew all of my pregame superstitions. She always made sure I was prepared to play in any type of weather, and in case I forgot something, she was always just a call away and was there in a heartbeat with whatever I needed. I would find notes of encouragement in my lunch bag on game day, and or my softball bag reminding me of form or just telling me to go out and do my best. My dad and I always had a standing date to practice in the basement after dinner in the winter. He would sit on his overturned bucket, which was a great idea in order to save his knees so he could catch for long periods of time. I always worried about hurting his catching hand or hitting him when I lost my controller with trying out new pitches, but he always told me to throw harder, and the pain feels good. I'm sure it has nothing to do with his years as a Marine. We had a pitching rubber in our backyard, and we're out there all the time in the spring, summer, and fall. He came up with all kinds of drills to improve my hitting and hand and eye coordination. We had a wiffle ball tied to a rope hanging from the rafters and spent lots of time hitting those tiny little golf balls with a broom handle. I think all that time, creativity, patience, and pain paid off. So thank you, Mom and Dad. I wouldn't have been able to achieve what I have on and off of the field if it wasn't for your encouragement, dedication, constructive criticism, and love. You never complained. Now that I'm a career mom and I have 2 little girls, I can fully appreciate what you did. Before my junior year, and after all of that practice started to pay off, my dad made a connection with a woman named Pat Craiglow, who was a former softball player and a softball coach for college level players. We will travel to Newton Falls for gym time with her. I learned a lot from her. The one thing she said that still stands out, women's hips are good for 2 things, having babies and as a power source for pitching, and she was right. Without Pat sharing her knowledge with me and my dad, I never would have had more than 2 pitches. I wasn't the fastest pitcher around or the best, but moving the ball around was key. Plus, I had a great team behind me on the field and in the bat. Our team started out very young and inexperienced, but we came a long way over the 4 years that we played together. Coach Reinhardt did a great job of turning us into a mature group of athletes who won the first softball SVC championship for the school and beat the big powerhouses like Boardman and Fitch. When we started, there were days when we didn't have a place to practice. There was no designated practice field, and I had the pitching rubber in the trunk of my car. I'm sure things have changed a lot since then for the Mooney team, just as it has for fast pitch in our country. We played on the cusp of a fast pitch explosion. The game itself has come such a long way, and I'm so proud to have been a part of it. Today, if someone says, "You throw like a girl," that's a compliment. Coach Reinhardt, I know he's not here tonight, but we spent a lot of time together over the 4 years. The first day of practice as a freshman, he said something about throwing technique. He asked a question when we were warming up, and I answered, not realizing he wasn't looking for an answer. And he said, "You're a smart ass just like your brother, Kunic." My brother was a senior when I was a freshman, so he knew. I can't tell you how upset I was that night after practice. I was so worried about what he thought of me and that he wouldn't give me a chance to prove myself, and realized that, well, yes, my brother was and still is a smart ass. I was not. But we both misjudged each other from the start, but everything worked out just fine in the end. He encouraged us with tough love and made us work hard. I never looked at the main set of stairs near the office the same after our conditioning sessions with him. There wasn't anything more that we feared than when his demeanor changed and he was upset with us, but nothing made us happier than when he complimented us or was proud of us or even got silly. I think that he grew as a coach with our team, and he always defended us. By the time I was a senior, he actually let me help with practice so I could help out the younger girls, and I remember thinking, I think he finally likes me. I have so many great memories of my time playing, and he was one of the biggest reasons why. I want to thank my brother for always getting on my case and for always being proud of me. He gave up his own time to travel with our family for my games when I was on traveling teams in the summer and fall to all kinds of places and states. He even came up from Nashville with his wife for tonight. Her birthday was yesterday, and when he told her, "We're taking a trip for your birthday," the last place she thought was Youngstown. So, happy birthday, Jen, and thank you, Russ. Ironically, I married a baseball umpire. Our dates were games at PNC Park, and we got engaged there on opening day one year. We had wedding pictures taken there. Now we have 2 beautiful little girls who, thank God, have their mom's arm and excellent hand and eye coordination. If we can support and encourage them the way my parents did, I will be happy. We did change one rule in our house, though. Throwing in the house is encouraged as long as your form is correct. Congratulations to all the inductees tonight. What great company to be in. Thank you.
Thank you very much.